Welcome back to another episode of Soulful Release with Tendai Bbosa. No, it's not working. Okay, welcome back to another episode of Soulful Release with Mutsa this time, and I will be introducing our guest to her own show, Tendai Bbosa. Hi, Tendai.
Hi, everyone.
Is that the hot seat?
It's a very hot seat. I mean, it's really hot in here.
Yeah, now you know how we feel when you're interviewing us on the other side. Okay, I promise to be gentle.
You're always gentle.
I try my best. It's one of the things that made you fall in love with me, right?
I know.
Okay, so today we just want to know, who is Tendai? What drives Tendai? Is that too much?
That's so weird, but anyway, okay. I'm Tendai. Does that work?
Not really, but okay, I'll take it.
Okay, so I'm Tendai Bbosa, and I am a pharmacist who's very passionate about reproductive health and healing. And this is because of my own journey. I'm one person who believes that you can change the course of future generations, and I want to change that. I've seen pain passing from one generation to the other in my family, and I wanted to change that. And I realized that in changing pain, changing the course of a future generation might improve their outcomes. Just, something to change that, because a lot of the diseases I inherited them, and a lot of the diseases that probably you have or other people have, we've all inherited them from someone or somewhere. True. Yes. Yeah. So getting to know what the problem is, dealing with the root cause, and just making someone else's future better.
Wow.
That's what I'm all about.
You have an amazing story, and I think the thing that I pick up already, it's so much passion in everything that you do, and I want the world out there to know that passionate Tendai, the girl who wears the heart on her sleeve. And you starting Soulful Release, it's been a platform for a lot of people to actually start finding healing. And I just want you to tell us more about Soulful. Why Soulful Release?
This is so interesting, because when I was looking for a name, I thought, should I call it Healing with Tendai Bbosa? I was like, nah. And I realized every time I have something deep down that I need to let out, I always write it down. And well, I release it by losing the journals or something. Like that's how it used to happen. I mean, that's how it always happened before I started burning. So I've got journals I wrote when I was 14, and wow. Years later, I would read them and just think, wow, I went through that, and I wouldn't remember all of that. And reading them would kind of remind me, like, you remember, then this one did this to you, and that anger kind of comes back. That's why when it came to Soulful Release, I thought you might write it down, but you need to burn it and release, because when you burn it and release, years later, you don't have to stumble upon a piece of paper and read what happened
and go back to that pain. Yes. Yeah.
So just that really, I love to release pain, because I'm one person who believes in energies. I think you transfer good energy.
You have a lot of energy right now, and I love it. I mean, I'm pretty sure even people that are watching us right now, they can feel the energy. So I just want you to tell me something about this platform, Soulful Release. From the time you started, how many people have actually approached you and said and shared their stories, and how did that make you feel?
I've had a lot of people share their stories, but people are not comfortable to speak out, because It's very difficult because, for example, we've spoken about daddy issues, and it feels like you're exposing your father that you love, or you're exposing your mother that you love. You talk about an ex. People may interpret that very differently, and people may be like, she's still hung up on her ex, or maybe you still are hung up on your ex, and it's not easy to talk about these things. But I feel like the more we have this kind of conversations, whether in a public place or in a private place, it helps us to start finding solutions, because a problem shared is a problem half solved.
Half solved, that's so true. I'm so glad you mentioned that. We need to normalize. We need to start normalizing talking about these issues that we have in society, because the moment we keep them to ourselves, we hide everything. Mental health issues come up, and you realize that a lot of us, we have baggage. We have a lot of baggage, and I'm so grateful that you started Soulful Release, because I think a lot of the times people just don't want to talk about it, sweep everything under the mat, and not actually realize there's so much going on. And I just want you to tell me something in terms of your personal life. You starting Soulful Release, you've got a husband. How's that been going with your husband? Does he buy into Soulful Release? Or, because, you know, the reason why I'm asking this is people don't know the kind of support we have in the background, and I think should anyone want to come out there and say, look, I have this problem, we also want them to know the kind of support system that you have, because that is the reality, right? So how's that going?
Well, first things first, I'm very passionate about a lot of things. So my husband is always like, when you find that one thing that we can run with it, I'm going to run with it with you. So he's very supportive. And right now, while it might seem like I could be all over the place, but he's always very supportive. We are in the house, aren't we? I know. He lets me use the space. And he always reminds me I'm good enough. He always reminds me that talking is my superpower. So anything that involves talking, I will definitely be good at it. So yes, and I've got you, the yin to my yang. I've got your husband. He's always there, hype man, number one hype man. I've got my sister, Tari, and the husband. Everyone, like my mother, my father, everyone around me is always pushing me. And, you know, my other sister, Tsitsi, said to me, you're always there for so many people, and we always forget to ask, how can we be there for you? So I've got this tremendous support system. Yeah.
I'm really glad you have such a big support system, because, I mean, it can't be easy to do it alone, and just everyone else out there, get that support system in, you know, even if it's one person to begin with. I think we can see where you are now. And I think one thing that really fascinates me about you, or one thing I love about you, is you, I would like to say multi-talented. I mean, there's so much that you do, and that's because of the passion that you have. And I just, you know, pray that God continues to bless you because of the way that you've helped so many people out there. And that being said, I actually want to talk about Thealthbae, how you came up with Thealthbae. And I guess we know after the diagnosis, then Thealthbae was born. So tell us a bit more about Thealthbae.
Okay, so I started my journey to lose weight, and I was a chubby baby in the stomach. I was a chubby toddler, chubby all the time. And then they say to me, you need to lose weight. And I'm thinking, so where am I going to start? And, you know, with researching and learning these things and getting to know that if you've been obese all your life, you're going to lose weight first. But a lot of the times, there's a tipping point where you kind of go back there. But you need to keep doing it. You need to keep leading a healthy lifestyle, keep exercising. And eventually, you break that plateau and you start losing the weight. So I'd spoken to a lot of people who said, I've tried losing weight, I lost 10 kgs, and after that I gained 30, and they stop. And I've actually experienced it. I lost so much weight last year, and from nowhere, continued diet, continued exercising, and the weight just started coming back, and I almost gave up. But you see, the Thealthbae platform, the ladies that I've been working with, amazing women that I've been working with, keep you going, because when you see people winning, when people are so excited that their lives are changing, that keeps you going, because then you know, at least if I can't help myself, I can help someone else. Unfortunately, I can't be my own doctor, I can't be my own Thealthbae. Yes, so it's good to be there for someone and help them in their journey. And that's like the workouts bit. The reproductive health side, I still help a lot of women, especially because I understand the medicines, I understand the diseases. And women are taken advantage of by so many people, because you know, any industry that involves women and women paying for things, it's a very lucrative industry. So getting to show women to say, look, yes, that particular doctor might not have known how to help you, but that is why they are trained for this kind of work. They're trained for this kind of jobs. So like, keep going, go to a different doctor until, because I feel like your gynae, it needs to be, it's a lock and key. You need to find the perfect fit. So if it doesn't work out with doctor one, then you need to go to doctor two. And then I'm here when we have a diagnosis and you are on your meds, then I'm here to help you through that, because a lot of the medicine does have side effects, and people give up when they get these side effects. And if you follow a lot of these health trends that are out there, it's these side effects that are making people say, I'm not going to take this medicine because it gives me a metallic taste in my mouth, or it gives me that diarrhea, something else, and people stop. So this is why I'm here to say we can keep going. We've got tremendous stories of women who fell pregnant on our program, and you know, like it really is good and fulfilling to just wake up every day knowing you're helping someone else.
You have such a beautiful story, Tendai, and I'm just so glad that I could interview you. Not a lot of people have this opportunity to interview the Tendai Bbosa, and I just hope that with the Soulful Release, or in fact, not hope, I already know you're going places. You've helped so many people on this platform, and I hope you just continue to do what you're doing, because that passion that just drives you has helped so many people. And I think a lot of people can testify to that. You know, Tendai has done this, has helped us with this through this journey. And we talk about Thealthbae that we talking about just now. It has had its ups and downs, right?
Yeah,
but it's standing, and that's the most amazing thing. When passion drives something, it doesn't just die down. So
Because Thealthbae has a team now.
And Thealthbae has a team. It's a team of amazing ladies. Tell us about.
Well, she's one of them. The interviewer is one of them. And we've got Gamu, Diana, Nicole, amazing ladies. And the ladies that we're training at Thealthbae, love them. Absolutely love them. Yeah.
And keep doing what you're doing. And right here with, I guess this is it with Soulful Release. Soulful Release with Mutsa. I was trying to imitate the Tendai, but nobody can do that. She's just in a league of her own. I'm just glad I was here. I got to introduce her on her own show. And this show, keep watching Soulful Release with Tendai Bbosa, because there's lots that's yet to be unpacked. Stay tuned.
Interesting, right?